Tough one, Trey. What were some of the factors involved in coming back and making it such a entertaining game in the second half?
Honestly, just the crowd, just knowing, we have a good supporting, we want to, and it's home game, we want to protect home, try to, we had to realize what we wanted more, and, another rough start for us, and can't do that again, but, like I said, the energy from the crowd really helped us again to get that run going.
What made it tough on you in the first half? What made it tough? How did NDSU make it tough for you in the first half?
They're a really disciplined team, especially defensively. They don't really jump. They stay down. They wall you up. So I think it kind of discouraged us, especially in the first couple minutes, from really driving and getting downhill, and ultimately playing our style of game.
Tyler, did you feel like the energy picked up to make that run after halftime?
Yeah, it was pretty quiet in there. We didn't bring the energy. It starts on us. We bring the energy. The crowd will get into it. And so the way we're starting these games, not these games, but we're playing a couple of good ones, and then we kind of drop one. Tonight was a big one, and we didn't come out strong, and that really hurt us because the last 30 minutes of the game we won it. So the energy in the crowd helped us a ton, but we have to bring it in the first half.
What did you hear from your coach, Troy, afterward? It's obviously a tough loss for you guys.
It's definitely a tough loss. We want to be an elite team. We want to be one of the best teams, not one of the best. We want to be the best team in this league. NDSU's been at the top of this league. They've shown that they can do it, and they've been there. And we want to be there too. And so basically he just told us, we got to finish games. We got to start games off like we know we can. Can't give these teams really good. We can't give good teams big leads. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to be more elite. Big teams make elite plays. We miss some plays, miss some rebounds. I know I had a turnover. A couple of us missed some free throws. And if you want to be there, you got to make those simple plays.
What positives can you draw, from this game? You guys stormed all the way back to take the lead. You ended up falling short in the end, but you got to be proud of the way everyone came back together and battled to even make it a game at the end.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great overall team game. We played pretty well as a team. Everyone, and scoring was balanced. Everyone came in and contributed, and did what we had to do. So I think this, even though it's a tough loss, I think this continues to build our trust with our teammate and what we believe we can do and where we want to go.
Tyler, you've kind of been emerging lately now that Flack is out. Can you use this? I know your last game was pretty good too, but use this as kind of a launching point to kind of get your season back.
Yeah. I got an ankle injury early in the year, and that really set me back. And then I re-rolled it, and so that set me back even farther. And so, I've been practicing a lot better now, and my ankle is starting to feel better. But yeah, it's a full team effort, and I'm just trying to do my part out there. And I didn't make some plays. There's no excuse, even though I've been off and haven't played much this season. I need to pick up my game and make certain plays, especially down the stretch. And so yeah, I'll take tonight in the past game and help it emerge me forward. But in the end, we just got to make plays and get this win tonight.
Well, great college basketball game. North Dakota State's a very good team, and give them credit for making the plays, in particular down the stretch. And they really jumped out on us early and got the best of us in a major way. And they were getting downhill left and right. We were not good guarding the ball. Some of that was their pace. Some of that was just us not executing our stuff. A lot of missed assignments, in particular in the first, I'd say 12 minutes or so. Too many freebies. Whether it's hitting a ball screen and going under, and they make 2 threes. Whether it's a back cut where we fall down and we're out of position on the help side, layups. Just too many mental breakdowns on the defensive end. And then on the offensive end, I thought we went back to hero basketball like we did the first half against South Dakota State. And we just played all one-on-one, dribble, didn't trust our teammates, didn't share the ball. Second half, we played like we're capable of playing and played great basketball on both ends of the floor. And, make a rally. They miss some free throws. We execute very, very well on the offensive end, stretch it to 4. And then we miss a switch, the easiest switch in the world, freshman mistake. And they made us play. Carlton had to rotate up. They make one more. Cabalist, whatever his name is, drills a 3. We come down, execute well. Hurst gets the dunk. They throw it into the big boy, makes a tough finish to go up 1. And then Heggs makes a good play to the rim, misses, ball goes out of bounds to them, reset the shot clock, got it to the guy that we wanted the ball in hand, that Mooney's the guy we wanted to shoot the free throws, and miss them both. And everybody in the gym knows who's getting the ball at the end. And we foul, and he makes us pay. And then we don't execute on the last second play. We have 5.2 seconds left, and we settle for a 22 foot pull-up jumper. And that's not what we talked about in the timeout. So we have to learn from it. We can't spot very good basketball teams 12 minutes of non-existent basketball. But you got to give them credit. They made some plays throughout the whole game and certainly down the stretch.
What kind of got you going in the second half? Anything in particular?
I'm not sure there was a specific moment. I thought we were just a lot more aggressive on both ends of the floor and just had a determined look to us, and a determined mindset. Sometimes games you have to make adjustments, and we certainly made some adjustments, but sometimes you just have to buck up and do your job. And we made a few adjustments, and we did some minor tweaks offensively. And part of that was personnel. Sparky got hurt and couldn't go in the second half, and that's why Hagedorn started. And Hags had played really, really well for us, and made a couple big plays when they took Warner out, and we went right at Dangu, and he made him pay. Got fouled, made a little left shoulder hook shot, made a big 3 for us. Warner's a load. And at the end of the day, he really made us pay.
Is there any consolation at all knowing you used the word elite, I think, last game with this team, knowing that you were right there?
Yes and no. We're on our home floor. We shoot 30 free throws. I thought we were attacking. We go 19 for 30 from the line. That's not good enough, including the 2 big ones late. But one thing about this team, we have resolve. We're never going to pack it in, and we have some guys that are going to compete and have a competitive spirit. And like we told the guys afterwards, we have to find a way to not get caught up in the moment and understand it, but do that together. This is easily the biggest crowd we've had at home. And you guys walk out on the floor and you could feel it. You could feel the energy in a major, major way. And so now we have to learn to handle those kind of environments. It really reminded me of the Nebraska game, where we literally couldn't walk and chew gum. We couldn't complete a pass. We're throwing the ball off guys' shoulders. We're jumping the pass on a simple chest pass from me to you. And just mindless errors defensively. And it was literally just like the Nebraska game. It was also just like our game at Houston, where they're a really good team. Our guys are so amped up and fired up, and we just, and that's part of inexperience too. That's part of not many guys being in that environment before and being in that environment together. So we're going to grow together. We're going to develop together. At the same time, we're in game 20. So we're 2/3 of the way through what's guaranteed of our season. And so we have to learn from it. But it's disappointing in so many ways, yet it's very encouraging to know that when we play the way we're supposed to play, we can play with anybody.
Hagedorn's come on strong the last 2 games, especially with Todd Flack out. How important is it for guys like him to grow their confidence now, and even when Flat comes back, knowing that they have the confidence when their number's called.
Well, it's huge. We want to be our best in March, and to win it in March, you got to have a very good team, and you have to have some depth. And Higgs has made major strides in the last 10 days, and on both ends of the floor. And so to be able, Higgs is only a sophomore. He's only played I think going into the game 40 minutes on the season. So he's up to 64 after 20 games, and we need him. He's a very talented kid. There's never been an issue with his talent. And now he's kind of finding his role, and he's playing a different position, which is an adjustment, but maybe it's helped him a little bit too, because he's a different type of five-man when he's out there playing the five. He puts some pressure on the opponents with his skill level and his ability to stretch you out that way. So we need depth. We're constantly kind of evolving as a team that way, and we're going to need them.
This is not for the game story, but Birch Manning, when you were talking about that there's some resolve there, and obviously the team doesn't quit. He seems like kind of that kid.
Trey Birch Manning's a winner in a big-time way. The guy he is ultra competitive. He's a great teammate, and he has a will about him. And he's in that first half when things were awry, he was the guy in the huddle really talking to the guys, toughen up, right? Make the winning play, box out. I think Armstrong missed a big rebound. Well, they're all big, but in the first half, and he's the guy. He was out, and Trey was out at that time. Brandon, you got to box out. He's a good mentor for our younger guys to kind of put his arm around them, but yet understanding when to be tough, but when to be the big brother. He's just got great feel that way.
Did you pick that up when you were recruiting him, or is that something? When you were recruiting him, or is that something?
Definitely could see it in him when he played. I mean,
Both.
his junior college team was number one in the country most of the year, and he's playing a different kind of position for us than he did them. He was actually like their sixth man, but you could just see when he was on the floor, they were a better team. It was easy to see that. And then as you build a relationship with them, you build a relationship, and you start figuring out, just talking to them, and what makes guys tick. And when you're recruiting, you just got to listen a lot of times. And if you just listen, it's amazing what you can learn about prospective student athletes.